looking women, two
Close.
minds behind the creations, and two muses wearing their beautiful clothes. Jayanti Reddy with her collection Banaras and Beyond, and Ridhi Mehra, an ode to heirlooms. Ladies, if we can hear from each of you a little bit about your collection, your thought behind it, fabrics, silhouettes, everything. We'll begin with Jayanti.
Sure. So like you said, the collection is called Banaras and Beyond. Varanasi has been very close to my heart for a very long time. I've been traveling to that city for multiple collections of mine. I've gone back and forth, and it's been very, very close to me. So this collection is inspired from the multiple trips that I've made to that city and my proximity with the place. The people who have seen the show might know that I've not actually used a lot of brocade fabrics or Banarasi fabrics, but every other embroidery, the tassels, the detailing, the colors, everything goes back to Banaras, and it is inspired from that city itself. And to talk a little bit about my colors, I've used very rich colors like ivories, which kind of replicates gold, and a lot of purples, hot pinks and flaming reds. And fabrics have been very, very rich silks, and quite a lot of them have been hand woven. And of course, I've introduced some brocades as well, which have been woven by the weavers of Banaras.
Ridhi, an ode to the heirlooms.
Yes, so the collection this time is called An Ode to the Heirlooms. It's actually been inspired by the heirlooms of my family, and it's an amalgamation of two cultures, which is the Kashmiri culture. We've taken a lot of inspiration from the art and culture of the Kashmiri culture, and we've amalgamated it with the Gujarati textiles. So we've taken motifs out from the Patola textiles, and we've kind of amalgamated the two. And we've also given a bohemian touch to the collection, so the styling is very bohemian, at the same time maintaining the luxury of the brand. And you must have seen a lot of ornate belts and organza happening on the ramp. We've done a lot of draped saris, peplums, structured jackets on the ramp this time. And in terms of hues, I've gone from lighter hues, which is a classic of what I do, to a lot of bridal hues, which is hot pink. So as you can see, Diana's wearing an ivory, and I'm wearing like a hot pink color. So yeah, that's pretty much, that's been on the ramp. Also, one more thing, we've also, the collection is also inspired from Basra jewels, and as you can see, there is Basra detailing on Diana's outfit.
Wonderful. You wonderful ladies, tell me what it felt like walking in these gorgeous outfits, because all of us had our eyes on them for sure.
Well, that's designer wear for you. But I think, I know, I feel like this outfit's so stunning. The color is just so royal. I saw some of the ramp pics. It looks so good, the color on the ramp. But I just love what she's created for me, especially the blouse. I think it's like a statement piece. And I think for bridal wear, it's just so royal, regal, and always a little nervous walking the ramp. But I guess we did good today.
I guess we all had a little nervous from walking the ramp.
Yeah, it always feels like that when you walk the ramp. It's like you have to compose yourself. I always say it's like, getting onto the roller coaster. We don't know why we get onto it. It's pretty thrilling, and then after you get off, you're like, you're never going to do it again, but then you end up back on the ramp.
Say a little prayer just before.
Yeah, exactly. About the heels, I was just telling her that I've been such a tomboy for I've always been the sneaker girl, so walking on heels is always so nervous. I get nervous, but it's so beautiful, the outfit, and I hope I did justice to it.
You did complete justice.
Diana, if we can hear from you.
I feel really regal, elegant today, and this is actually something that I would pick and buy and want to wear myself. So I think Ridhi has that sensibility, and that's why we relate. In terms of I've been wearing her for a really long time, so it's great to finally be able to walk for her. This is the first time, and
It was absolutely fabulous.
it was a
working together
pleasure.
this time.
And so I love the fact that your collection this time has been inspired by heirlooms that are very close to her. It just gives it so much more history and meaning. there's so much emotion attached to it. My outfit in particular has a lot of Kashmiri handwork on it, which if you can see is very beautiful. And like she said, also Gujarati patola patterns. And I think that's really interesting to mix the two, and to have one outfit inspired by two different regions of our country. And yeah, I feel great in it. It's really beautiful. The color palette is something that I would wear. Ivories, and then going into the jewel tones, which is something for like a more ornate, maybe a wedding function. But this is something that I would wear to probably a sangeet or a cocktail.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing traditional fabrics and designs into such modern wear that all of us could possibly look at it into. I'm going to open the floor for questions if anyone has any.
So both the designers, can you please tell us about your muses?
Sorry.
Please say nice things.
So the reason I even, the second I realized I wanted Pooja was, in fact, last year as well, Ridhi and I had a show together, and she was Ridhi's showstopper, and I just looked at her like, oh my god, she's so stunning, I have to have her next time. So that was when it started, and the day I got an email from IMG saying, this is your show date, I spoke to Nivedita and we closed it right there. There was no dilly-dallying. It was literally fixed the day I knew I was doing my show. So I've always had Pooja in mind, and I was so happy it worked out.
I would say the reason why I chose Diana was because she is so lovely herself. She's so pretty, and the brand kind of personifies elegance, and also there is a sort of a delicateness to the brand. So as you see the outfit, it's a little delicate, and I felt like Diana would be the most perfect muse because she is confident, she's elegant, and she is so beautiful. So I thought she would be the best fit to it for it.
Full marks.
Okay, Pooja, please elaborate what are you wearing today?
Elaborate.
Oh. Well, so talking about that, it's very regal, like I said, and I think it's very modern too for the modern bride. It's not very heavy. It looks really heavy, but surprisingly I've worn a fair share of Indian outfits, and this looks heavy, but it isn't that. So if you're a bride who wants to party away after your fairas, this is the right outfit. But like I said, the blouse, it's so delicate, even though it has so much work on it. It's got something new. There's a new cut to it, which I haven't seen ever. So in fact, when we were selecting and deciding which blouse to wear, I said, this is the one. We should really do this because it looks so pretty. Yeah, I think heavy work. It's a very, I just told her, it's a very Jayanti purple. I've always seen her do this shade. And I think it's amazing that she's managed to create a purple shade which is so her, and kudos to her for that. Yeah, very pretty outfit.
Okay, Diana, please elaborate.
Just
I tell them about the story between the red and the ivory, like how much we contemplated
So
over
there were
that.
two outfit options that Ridhi had made especially for this, and one was a pinkish red.
Yeah.
It was a deep pink red, and the other was this. So she showed me both like on the hanger, and I was like, without a doubt in my mind, I'm going to wear this because this is fully my color, the ivory. And she was leaning towards, because on stage brighter colors look better, they pop more, and then we tried both on, and
It was quite a
so
dilemma.
she
contemplated over it for like
she took a whole day to decide. She was just looking at this picture and that picture, this picture and that picture. She's like, okay, I can't decide. I said, can you please tell me so I can carry the right shoes and the right everything accordingly? Then finally she was like, okay, fine. I think my instinct is saying the ivory, so let's just go with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that. But I'm very happy that she picked this because this is very me, and it's just something that I feel I relate to in terms of the color, in terms of I love pastels. I like just being simple, elegant. I'm not much of a loud color person, although I am experimenting with colors these days, and I think that I saw the red and I was like, yeah, maybe we can do this.
Yeah, so I asked Diana, I was like, so which one do you think? She said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe we could do the red. But then I think we'll go with the ivory.
Diana, Dana, last time also you wore something like blush pink or pastel kind of color, and this time also you're wearing the same. So is this your favorite thing these days?
I mean, it honestly depends on the designer. At the end of the day, it's the designer's call and entirely what works for them. Of course, I would, I guess, add an input if asked, and really definitely asked me what I thought. But yeah, as my own personal sensibility is, I guess, more subtle, understated tones, colors, silhouettes. So I guess if you ask me, I would say, I do like, pastels. I like, tones and shades that are a little like underplayed. But yeah, I mean, like I said, summer this year was all about color. And it was about, really bright neons and just going the other extreme of what I usually do. And I've actually experimented with it and I've started to enjoy color now.
Yeah.
So maybe next time we can do
Neon bright.
Neon bright.
Well, on that note, as we look to the future and hope for them, we would see them back at Lakme Fashion Week summer resort, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will then catch up one-on-one after this. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Oh God, please don't let me trip, but I tripped. So, I don't know if you saw that, but I tripped a little bit, but yeah. So, that's usually what goes in my mind just before a show. I'm always nervous, even though I've done this for years. I enjoy it also at the same time, but there's always a little bit of nervousness when I'm, just getting onto the stage. And then after that, it's just fun. वही चलता रहता है. I hope I don't fall. I hope I don't fall. If I'm wearing these big outfits with lots of can and I'm wearing high heel shoes, then sometimes you can lose your balance. So that's usually what's in my mind. But then once I'm out there on the ramp, then I forget everything and I just have a good time. Well, it's a very beautiful outfit by Ridhi Mehra today, and I'm really excited to be wearing this. It's very me. The colors are very me. It's it's a beautiful ivory with Kashmiri handwork, Gujarati influences as well. So I think the most interesting part about this outfit is that it's an amalgamation of Kashmiri and Gujarati work, and the fact that it is inspired by heirlooms that are very close to Ridhi, which I think just give it a lot of history.
Should I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Personally, आपकी अगर बात करिए तो आप किस तरीके के फैशन को फॉलो करते हैं?
I actually follow fashion very closely on Instagram, mostly. I follow all the fashion weeks across the world, whether it's Milan, Paris, London, New York, Fashion Week in Bombay, in Delhi, because it's really, I think as a person in fashion, it's important to know what's currently, what the trends are across the world, what the trends are in India, to know what's like going to be the trend next season. So it's interesting to know, and I also follow a lot of the magazines, so I'm very clued in, and I like experimenting now with fashion. I used to play very safe earlier, but now I feel like I've opened up and I like to experiment with the current trends.
Okay, last week जाते आपके fans को कोई like fashion tips देना चाहिए?
Always dress, I feel, don't only blindly follow trends. You must keep in mind, what suits you, what suits your body, what suits your personality. Some things might work for you, some things might not. I also, for me, it's the same thing. I'm really tall, I'm really thin, so sometimes not everything suits me. So you have to keep those things in mind and not just blindly follow what's in trend. And be comfortable while at it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
इसके बारे में कि इस necklace के बारे में और कपड़ों के बारे में.
The jewelry is by Kishan Das. बहुत ही ऐसा statement piece है आज, and like it's, I think ये जो royal green है, it always goes well with purple, which थोड़ा contrast, like it always looks better.
Okay, जी साहब जैसे रीजन आपने कहा कि मतलब जब आप brand पे थे तो मतलब nervous थे थोड़े मतलब कि
हाँ.
क्या चल रहा था दिमाग में, क्या होता है मतलब दिमाग में क्या क्या ख्याल आता है?
Actually बहुत सारे ख्याल आते हैं, तो वो क्या करती हूँ मैं, I just like listen to the music, और ramp से like before you get onto the ramp, you just breathe, थोड़ा meditation करना पड़ता है, and you feel the music, and then you just walk and enjoy yourself on the ramp.
Okay, personally अगर आपकी अगर बात करिए तो किस तरीके का fashion आप follow करते हैं?
मैं बहुत ही simple हूँ वैसे, when it comes to fashion. I always have like classic sense of styling, and then maybe one trendy thing, like maybe I'll experiment with shoes or something like that.
और अगर इंडस्ट्री में से बात करिए तो किसको फैशन में फॉलो करते हैं?
Fashion, so many. I think abhi Deepika is really killing it with all her looks.
इसी के हिसाब से जाते जाते एक आखिरी फैशन टिप्स
Yeah.
आपके फैंस को देना चाहिए.
Accessories, always like keep it minimal, don't over accessorize, नहीं तो फिर अब Christmas tree जैसा look आ जाएगा.
एंड लास्टली हाउसफुल का क्या अभी क्या स्टेटस है, क्या बात करें?
Diwali release है Houseful 4. It's gonna be a very very exciting film. अगर आपको family के साथ जाना है, on Diwali day, and you wanna just enjoy a light-hearted comedy, that's the one to go to.
ओके सर, आप किस तरीके से नजर आएंगे?
There are two looks. There's like a period look and a present life. So you're gonna see everything. बहुत सारे looks हैं. Thank you.
थैंक यू.